If I wanted to reset my gut health in 3 weeks, like for real, glow up from the inside out, clear skin, flatter stomach, and less brain fog, here is exactly what I would do. This is how I personally approach it when my digestion just feels all the way off, when my bloating gets out of hand, or honestly, I just want to feel like me again. And don't worry, this isn't just a celery juice alone cleanse or some type of bloat tea situation. This is real, sustainable, grounded in science, and actually doable. Let's get into it. If you're new here, welcome. I am Melissa. I have dealt with my share of bloat. Honestly, mostly when I was over 235 pounds, I would often eat things that were highly processed and weren't the best for me, and I would experience bloat. And I wasn't really sure why. In this video, we're going to dive into different phases that's going to help you on your gut journey. Phase 1 is the calm down cleanse. We're not just focused on restriction, we're focused on reduction of chaos. When your gut is inflamed, even healthy food can seem like a direct attack. Cooked food is partially broken down by heat, so it's just so much easier on the digestive system. I want you to think about it as like pre-chewing your food without having to actually do that because you're not a baby bird. Ultra processed foods are so confusing to your gut. They have so many additives, emulsifiers, and let's be frank, chemicals that directly disrupt your gut lining. When you're trying to heal your gut, it's not about being perfect. It's about creating calm. Because right now, there's just chaos going on in there. And your gut correlates to everything. To really help break this down, and I'm very visual, so I'm going to kind of paint a picture for you guys. Imagine your gut's lining is like a hella sensitive roommate. Loud noises, aka highly processed foods, make her irritable as heck. Soft, warm, calm meals like soups, stews, roasted vegetables make her feel safe again, make her feel warm and comforted. And that's what we're doing. We're rebuilding the safety feeling. So, what do I want you to do? In this phase 1, I want you to swap the raw vegetables for roasted, steamed veggies. Choose warm meals over cold salads. And really prioritize protein like salmon, eggs, and well-cooked lentils. And I know you're not going to want to hear this, but this is going to be the main thing that you need to do. Minimize processed snacks, sauces, and seed oils. When I was over 235 pounds, honestly, it got to the point where I was just eating processed food was like my normal thing. And I was having gut issues, inflammatory issues, all these issues, but I didn't even realize it because it was just my normal. So when you do this phase 1 and you're really looking at what you're eating, you're switching out the cold salads, you're eating warm vegetables, you're cutting out the processed food, only then are you going to feel a difference. If it's always your everyday normal, you're going to think it's normal. But trust me, when you stop eating that way, you're going to feel a significant difference. Here's a gut glow tip. If it comes in a super shiny wrapper, has over 17 ingredients on the back of the label, your gut is probably going to be like, what the heck is this, girl? Go for whole, recognizable foods. Bonus help is search Pinterest, type in gut healing meals. It's going to get you right. Phase 2 is going to be the bloat detective mode. You can't fix what you don't track. You're not being obsessive. You're being a detective. Gas, bloating, fatigue, skin issues often come from food sensitivities, poor food combinations, or stress-induced digestion issues. A gut journal essentially is going to help you connect the dots. When you write things down, you stop playing the guessing game. Like, oh, I think I had this yesterday, or I remember I think I did that. No, not, take the guessing work out of it. Start writing it down. Many women are having a reaction to things that they think are healthy without even realizing it because they're not keeping track of what they're digesting. And here's a real talk moment. Sometimes you think you're bloated from the food itself, but it's also the way that you ate the food. Did you scarf it down between meetings? Did you have coffee before the food? Were you stressed? Your gut literally has a reaction to all of that. I know when I was early on in my weight loss journey, especially when I was doing 75 hard, I was looking things up and they advised like to eat slower. And I didn't even realize how fast I ate. Normally, I would just sit down and kind of just inhale my food, not even really tasting it. So now I'm very more mindful. Like when I'm sitting down to have a meal, I'm trying to be really present with my food. I'm trying to sit there and really enjoy it and not just scarf it down. And I feel like it really just helps with my digestion because I'm just not like inhaling it all at once. And I'm going to give you guys some gut journal prompts if you're trying to actually keep track of what's going on in your gut and you're going to write this down. You could do it in your notes app. You could do it on an actual piece of paper, but whatever it is, if you're really trying to get your gut together, follow these prompts. What did I eat? And how did I feel 30 minutes to 2 hours after I ate it? What's my energy like? What's my mood? Am I bloating? Was I multitasking? Was I distracted? Did I actually chew my food? And just take note if you're constipated or if you're regular. Keep track of your stress levels for that day and your menstrual cycle. And I know this might seem like a lot to do, right? Especially, I feel like as women, we're doing 1,000 things. We're super busy. But I promise you, if you just keep this journal, if you keep these notes, just do it for a couple weeks. It's going to make a difference. If you've been having gut issues for years, taking a couple weeks out of your life to really dissect why you're having these issues is going to be a bigger payoff for you. Phase 3 is hydration meets elimination. The gut can't detox itself if you're not pooping, all right? So we're going to fix that. Fiber is what feeds the good bacteria in your body, and it basically sweeps out toxin. But let's be real, girl, it's not going to work without water. Dehydration will often lead to constipation, which can in turn lead to toxins building up, skin breakouts, and even mood swings. I want you to think about fiber like a broom, and water is what helps you like efficiently sweep. If you're not hydrated, you're just kind of pushing stuff around. You're not actually clearing anything out. I want you to eat more things like chia pudding, which is delicious. Overnight oats with berries. Cook your leafy greens. Cook some spinach. Cook some kale. Do some apples with some cinnamon. It tastes like a pie and it's really great for your gut. And you need to be having targets for your water. I know really early on in my journey, I would get that water jug that was like increments to show you where you should be at certain times. And that really helped me early on in my journey because I just wasn't thinking about drinking enough water and there were consequences for that. So if you're a beginner like I was, get that. Get something that shows you what time you should have water. And it's, it may seem ridiculous at first, but after a while, you won't even need that because your body will be craving it. You'll be like, oh, I need to finish. It's around 10 a.m. I should drink some more water. Around 12, I should probably be halfway through with this. It helps. And girlies, we need to be eating more fiber. I feel like, we all, especially me as a fitness content creator, protein is important, 100%. But so is fiber, especially if you're having gut issues. And it's so important to be trying to poop at least once a day. I know that there's girlies. I even have personal close friends in my life who don't poop every single day. I am very regular, which is a good thing. Like my gut is cleaning out. I'm not just sitting with toxins in my body. If you're not able to poop regularly, try increasing your hydration. Maybe you're not drinking enough water. And also just start adding fiber in your diet slowly. Too much fiber at once can, be a lot. But increase your water intake, slowly start adding more fiber. And a game changer is to walk after your meals. A lot of you girlies are constipated and you're not pooping regularly because you also aren't moving that much, okay? Increase your movement. After you have a meal, take a walk around your neighborhood. If it's dark and it's not safe, take a lap around where you are, but move your body. A lot of us, we eat, inhale our food, then we sit down and we aren't active at all. I guarantee you, if you start to move more, your body will literally poop more. I see this firsthand with my dog, Bailey, who is sleeping right now. But literally, sometimes she even gets constipated. And I've noticed when she's not as active, she doesn't really poop as much. But if I take her out and we play, we do sprints, whatever we do, she's got going now. And it helps her use the bathroom. So if it works for Bailey, it can work for us. Before we get into the very last phase, if you are enjoying this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. It lets the algorithm on YouTube know that you like your girl and that you are actually getting value from these videos. So make sure you are doing that. Make sure you guys leave a comment below. This video was helpful for you. I really love interacting with my community. I respond to every single comment, okay? So if you have specific questions, if you have, any testimonies or things that have worked for you, share them in the comments below, because we are a community. And make sure you guys are following me on social media, Fitless Lifestyle. You get to see a lot more of my day-to-day on my social media. You get to see that I am about the life that I talk about. I'm not one of those fitness influencers that tell you guys what you need to be doing. I'm not doing it myself. I live this life. That's why I'm speaking about it. So if you're interested in seeing me more personal on socials, make sure you follow Fitless Lifestyle. All right, you guys. So let's get into the very last phase. Phase 4 is the real glow up from the inside out. This is where we rebuild, restore, and radiate. Once inflammation is down and digestion is moving, now we need to focus on nourishing our bodies and reintroduction. Your gut is like a beautiful garden. You've taken out all the nasty, dirty weeds, okay? And now it's time to replant. Probiotics are really going to help you restore beneficial bacteria. Probiotics essentially are their food. The combo is going to improve your mood, skin, energy, because if you didn't know this, your gut literally talks to your brain. Some probiotics to add to your diet is like garlic, onion, asparagus, plain yogurt if you can tolerate. I know that everybody cannot eat yogurt. And things like blueberries and green tea is going to really help as well. And when people start to notice your glow, it's not just because your skin's going to get clearer. You're going to be glowing from the inside out because your gut isn't fighting for its life anymore. And a real tip, you guys, is if your life is chaotic, your gut is probably going to be chaotic as well. We all know that stress increases cortisol, which makes your gut more of a target, which can lead to mood swings, sugar craving. And in phase 4, at this point, we're really just about calming all of that down. I want you guys to try these simple gut calming habits, okay? Because outside of what we're consuming, there's things you can do as well to kind of regulate and calm down and bring peace to your gut. Try deep breathing before your meals. No, I'm serious. So I really want you, once you've sat down and you're ready to eat, just take some deep breaths. Inhale, hold, exhale. Do that a few times and you're going to feel better. And try to have no phone while eating. I know this is hard, okay? But I really just, in these phases, when you're doing this for the first couple of weeks, maybe not every single meal. Some meal you can have your phone, but not every meal. Like really just have a book, have some lo-fi music playing, watch something on TV, but not just with your phone all the time. Sometimes just be present with the meal. Walk after your meals, you guys. Help your food digest. And like I said earlier, if you are not regular, moving your body after you ate, it's going to help with digestion. And try to limit your caffeine on an empty stomach. I'm going to be honest, I'm not a coffee girl. Never really got into it. So I know that there's a lot of girlies who love their coffee. But studies have shown not having coffee on an empty stomach can really help with your gut. It's going to be really hard for your gut to heal if it's in constant fight or flight mode. So choose peace, even if that means saying no more often. So if I wanted to reset my gut in 3 weeks, this is how I would do it. Not with a juice cleanse or expensive powders, but by building a really strong foundation. You're not bloated, foggy, or irritable for no reason. I promise you, babe, there is a reason, and it's time to look into why. Now with this phase, you can figure out what the why is. Take what works for you, start small, and you can just continue to build momentum. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do hope it's helpful. If you are going to start this phase for your gut health, make sure you comment below and comment the date so it's real, okay? And I will see you guys in my next video.